Looks like 3 people in hub and 1 gorge in the mezzanine vent. And Marines doing a 2-2-1 split.
So you can see Kardosh is there a little bit hesitant to go into hub. He knows there's a couple of skulks waiting for him in there to give him a nice warm greeting.
Yeah, the aliens having good map control at the moment.
Oh, a quick gorge tunnel straight into mezzanine.
That's right, the latest patch you don't have to research gorge tunnels, so this gorge has instantly dropped a tunnel. He's going to come straight back to warehouse now. Good to see them taking use of that new balance change. Meanwhile in hub, Kartoshka getting parasited down to very limited health there. He's on 50%.
Meanwhile, Zimoy and Penn sitting over in mezzanine. Oh, sorry, in elevator with a big engagement there.
And Zimoy just taking out Bacon Soup and Carl surviving that engagement. So first blood really going to these Marines.
Pressure already into warehouse through ore.
Yeah, great start here by X, applying the early pressure.
Looks like they're going to try and box them into ET and ore.
Indeed, and we do have 5 RTs now for the Marines, so a healthy amount of res coming in. These aliens now grouping up in ore crossing. They want to deal with these 2 Marines.
Oh, they're putting down a phase gate and hub. We may see arcs here, especially warehouse being so arc friendly.
And looks like Penn is taking on Lucas here in hub. Mazza as well with Zimoy. Just getting the drop in on Zimoy there. Penn cleaning up. It is good to see some different tactics now. We're seeing fast phase gates, fast gorge tunnels. Usually in the last couple of weeks we've only seen, you know, Marines doing steady upgrades until about 1-1 and then going for the phase tech.
It's always refreshing to see a new strat. Well, I shouldn't say a new strat. There's the OC Arc factory, so they will be looking to arc warehouse.
Well, we're going possibly here for the 6-minute arc strat, which we haven't seen on TRAM for a while. It's be interesting if they can pull it off. And aliens now buying res triple pressure. This is fantastic. This is exactly what you need to do when you see an arc factory get put down in hub. Take out the res so they can't research them.
I guess the other big issue with the fast arc strat is the fact that you won't get bile bomb up in time, generally speaking, unless you scout the arc factory pretty quickly.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to get a gorge bile bomb now, as this alien pack comes into platform, cleaned up quite nicely.
Ouch, that had hurt.
Yeah. To get bile bomb now, you need to invest in both biomass and the gorge upgrade on the hive, so it can be quite costly. And if you're not going directly for that upgrade, when those arcs are coming out, you could be in a bit of trouble.
And here comes the first arc now, and you can see, look, there's in North Tunnels they're going to be setting up an area now. No, they're rushing through the platform.
Yeah, they really want to get the alien res down, possibly prevent them from getting this bile bomb upgrade, slowing their res down.
Well, they don't need to protect hub, they've got the sentries down, so that'll deter most things.
Yeah, a really interesting use of the sentries there. Preferring to go for the sentries and not any weapons or armor upgrades. So they want to do an all-in here. They've got 4 arcs, they're moving them straight up into North Tunnels.
Oh, Maz of the Lurk, wow, so close. Nearly got pinched there at North Tunnels.
Indeed, and this arc train now coming in. This is a very fast arc train, 4 minutes 30. We could potentially see this being GG right here.
This is unless they can do something right now, this is going to be it.
The aliens do not have enough T-Rex to drop another hive.
It's interesting, they're all just sitting around at hub. I don't know if they realise the sentry's there.
I think this has completely taken Raze by surprise. They don't know what to make of this. And now Raze desperately trying to defend. They don't know what to do. This hive is on 24%. It is going down.
5%.
And that is round 1 in 5 minutes.
Oh wow, that was intense.
Rage, it was like we were watching on fast forward.
I'm just happy that I called it for once. Usually I'll call something and they'll do something completely opposite.
Mate, you're on the ball tonight, that's for sure. So, Team X taking that first round 1-0 in 5 minutes 30 seconds, beating the 6-minute arc strat previous record.
And Raze just didn't have an answer to it. You could see as soon as they saw the arc factory there and the sentries, they started biting res, but they didn't have a plan after that. It's like, okay, we're going to bite the res, now what? By that stage it was too late. They already had the 4 arcs out and they had nothing to do. They couldn't do anything more.
Exactly, and they had the gorge in mezzanine, you know, with the gorge tunnel going to warehouse, but they didn't have bile bomb up, so that poor gorge was left with, you know, spitting whatever was in hub. Meanwhile, in north tunnels, 4 arcs, not 3, 4 arcs were destroying that hive. So,
Yeah, that was harsh. Like 4 arcs, it did the job, and that's what they needed to do. I mean, they invested everything in arcs. They didn't have any ups. That was it. It was all or nothing.
absolutely. But very exciting to watch. This map is very arc friendly, for those who don't know. Most of the tech points can be arc quite easily, especially elevator and warehouse. Probably the 2 of the friendliest points.
And also to repair from the ore side, that's also quite easy to arc from.
Indeed.
Not quite as easy as warehouse though.
Exactly, especially when they don't have any infestation on the ground in hub. Those arcs do move a lot faster, so they are able to get up into north tunnels pretty quickly. So round 2 now. X going aliens, we might see perhaps another wacky quick strat from them. They might use the gorge tunnel, you know, to do something similar against the marine base, who knows.
5 lurk strat, that's where it's at.
5 lurk, the Oz 5 lurk strat. Which apparently has been working for them quite well, so maybe other teams will start copying that and, you know, doing it in their own sort of way. And
Yeah, well, they've got some really good shooters on the Raze team, so the lurks aren't going to last very much. Well, not very long anyway, unless they all group up and do like a lurk ball.
yeah, exactly. I mean, Top Marine Bruno, fantastic game on this Raze team.
Yeah,
Others
I get sick of being killed by Top Marine. It really does annoy me, to be honest.
It looks like Raze have readied up here, so they're ready to take another round. Off X, hopefully they can make it 1-1. Otherwise, we may see X go stomping 2-0.
I'll be thoroughly impressed if they do that.
Yeah, it'd be send a very clear message to the rest of the teams in the rest of the league, saying, well, we may be new and just sort of formed, but we're in it to win it.
Well, especially Raze's Marine game is just so strong. You know, they're all fantastic shooters, and I'll be surprised if they take it, but, you know, you never know.
Exactly.
And here we go.
You can call it Rage.
Oh, you can see the Marines have got, well, what is it, a 2-2-1 split with a Skulk pack all the way through repair to logistics.
Oh, look out. This looks like...
We'll see a base rush. Nah, Maz has called it. Or has he?
There you go. Lucas is out of the check.
See, they're coming back. They shouldn't have gone in. They're going to be all wiped out here.
The Drifter as well with the end zone going down. Mortman desperately trying to take out Bruno. Takes out Bruno, but Kyle gets the drop on him.
They should have taken logistics and then fallen back.
Yeah, it was a little bit too obvious what they were doing. They do recover up in warehouse though. The 2 Marines going down on the wave spawn. Woo! This is lightning pace.
See the aliens sitting on their token 3 res nodes, with the Marines pushing hard up the right side. And just sitting at logistics now, with an unbuilt extractor at repair. He's got a welcoming party of 3 skulks waiting for him though, poor Mazza. And Mazza's on a parasite.
He goes down.
The skulk looks at him the wrong way and he falls over.
And some good early res pressure here from X. Actually unable to take that 4% on that extractor and logistics.
Youch. Now 3-man pressure team going to be running through repair. Be interesting to see if there's one builds and the rest push to ore.
Indeed, and just get the feeling the aliens not in the best positions at the moment. The Marines really didn't lose much from those initial rushes with the skulks.
Yeah, I think it would have been much better if they hit logistics and then moved over to observation side or ET side, just to keep them back. But all that happened is that one person came back from obs and finished off the skulks, and that was it.
Indeed. And Mazza and Kartoshka here in repair and just playing with each other.
With the annoying drifter in the face.
Yeah. Always annoying to have as a player.
It's nothing worse than putting 80 into a drifter just to have the skulk come and bite you in the face.
Bacon Soup taking out Motman and Kartoshka down on logistics. Marines doing really well on these early engagements here. These skulks are dropping like flies, and all of a sudden the Marines, they're in ore processing, they're in hub, they have 4 RTs up.
More pressure on ore now, but he should be finished off by Zimoy.
Yeah, the Enzyme Club with Zimoy taking him from behind, just the way he likes it.
That sounded so wrong. That's so right. I see the lurk up. Motman the lurk, he's cruising around, he's checking out server to make sure it's all clear.
So we do have 2 lurks, we've got Zimoy as well. They have elected to only go 2 lurks, so we won't be seeing the Oz strat tonight, unfortunately.
Interestingly enough, they've gone for the upgrade strat. And now their observatory's first going down now.
Yeah, so I mean, in all likelihood, we probably won't see arcs come out for a while now. These 2 lurks, Motman getting away on 17% there versus Kyle and Bruno. Zimoy just keeping them at bay, spiking them down a little. He gets away on 29%, he was quite low too. So some good aim here from Raze.
Mazza looking to pressure up to ore again. He's got a skulk just sitting just above his head here. Spots him. Puts him down. Here comes the lurk.
Spidey sense there from Mazza.
Oh, he's going to have a bad day in a second though.
And the aliens pack now coming through logistics.
Straight through to shipping. Look, here we go. Base rush.
This looks like they're going straight for the
arms. Yeah.
Lucas responding.
No need to hit up res now.
Zimoy getting away on 8% as the lurk.
That's plenty, isn't it?
That's all you need. You don't need any more. So I think X are playing a very risky, high-risk game here. You know, they're gunning for these objectives straight away, almost sacking themselves on these objectives as well. And there hasn't been a hell of a lot of res biting, and they're just starting to do it now. They said, well, look, we haven't been able to get these objectives, so maybe we'll just have to start biting the res, keep the Marines upgrades at bay until our higher life forms come out.
Oh, lurk down, Zimoy. Got dropped in hub.
And that 3-pack of Marines, some with shotguns there, just getting the drop and surprise on Zimoy. Probably wasn't expecting the shotguns.
One of the first phases going up in repair, but the alien team have dealt with it. Meanwhile, 3 Marines got a very good offensive gate up in mezzanine.
Yeah, that's great dual pressure. They're getting both gates up at the same time, forcing the aliens to respond to one or the other. And they do get the objective, so they are able to hold mezzanine now.
With that gate there, it's probably made the aliens choose repair as their next tech point, realistically.
Indeed.
Because unless they can get rid of mezzanine, they're just going to walk straight into server now, probably expecting maybe a hive. Oh, another base rush again.
Yeah, another base rush. This is great. They're forcing the Marines back to shipping so they can bite this res really quickly with the enzyme drifter. So a good call there by the alien commander spawning. But unfortunately, they're unable to take down either of the RTs.
And here goes the phase gate in repair again. So they're going to get this up this time. There's going to be no aliens around to stop them. Although they may just take down mezzanine.
And that's a good trade for the X team here. Taking the pressure off server and allowing it for a quick hive drop, which...
And there goes the hive. A server room's much safer than repair. I mean, repair's just a stroll up the road for the Marines.
Absolutely. You just get the feeling now that balance...
Oh, another base rush again. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Down in logistics, into shipping. They really want that arms lab.
It must be very tasty or something.
And Lucas out of the chair saying, "Get out of my shipping room."
Pair that arms lap up and they'll be ready to go again.
This is so back and forth. These aliens...
What man better watch out here. Oh, he gets out of there just in time. Marine forces closing in to get that lurk that was chewing the res and logistics.
Oh, and here we go. We've got 3 fades now egging up in warehouse. We will see a bit of a fade ball here. Interesting to see if they stick together as a ball, if they try to take off separate objectives. But judging by past what's happened in this match previously, looks like they're going to go in together as this.
If the aliens can get them out of repair, they stand a really good chance of taking control back of this map, or this game. But you can see there's a 3-man push into ore here.
And one of them is actually trailed off, so this 3-pack of fades is going to be able to pick him off. Kyle and Maz are coming back to the...
But they better watch out.
Ooh, shotguns out here. We may see a life form go down.
Ooh, Kartoshka's skimping away with low energy.
Spawning doing really well. They're dropping the storm cloud, allowing his fades to get out of there.
And look what's going up at mezzanine.
Top Marine taking out Zimmer there in the face. Another face gate going up. They're not going to be able to respond to this in time, so it will go up. Will the Fates be able to clear out here? I don't think so. With those shotguns up and the 5 Marines there, there's a very heavy Marine presence. And is this going to be a rush on the server room hive, Rage?
Well, I think they're going to have to, really. I mean, it's not built yet. And they can stand back there and keep the fades away. It's not like the fades can heal off it, so if they run in and camp around the hive, there's nothing they can do about it.
Indeed.
The only thing they can do is take out repair phase gate. Which they will.
Do now. Oh, and Pen has gone down as fade, so there's 1 fade down. They do manage to clean up in repair, so they will take that, but that server room hive has gone down. Marines have access now to platform and server room res, so Marines in a good spot.
I think we'll see res and a hive go and repair here.
Yeah, they certainly do have enough team res for it.
I honestly think at this point here, Raze should probably look at investing in arcs. I mean, they control that right half of the map and the hub area. They could easily arc warehouse, but here comes another fade rush again.
Yeah, and this is the problem if you go too many fades Suddenly, you don't have the biting power, the attack power to take out these phase gates or these res towers really quickly.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. You've got very minimal structure damage, and then you run out of energy as you're trying to do it.
Exactly. Raze here sitting on weapons 1, armor 2. Doing decent amount of damage to these fades.
Good work to the Raze commander too, giving nano shield to Kyle at the right time. In hub.
Yeah.
There's a Crag and a Shade at repair room, so that hive will go down very shortly. The only reason why I say AUSNS2 is warehouse and repair, as we were alluding to earlier. It is very arc friendly.
Absolutely, and these Marines, you know, they've got the balls in their court, they're holding the map, they've got total map control pretty much at the moment. They can do anything they like. These fades aren't really getting any sort of kills at the moment on them.
If they set up a gate there, probably get rid of the one at mezzanine and put sentries down. Sort of give X a bit of their own medicine back.
Oh, Mottman was chewing the gate up in mezzanine. Someone phased through Mazza with a shotgun and takes him out with a point blank shot.
Here comes the Arc Factory.
And just like you said, Rage, there it is. They're in a good position for it as well. They've got the phase gate in hub as well as mezzanine. Sentry's going down.
Well, they're sitting on 6 res nodes too, so you know it's not like they can't afford it.
Exactly. So these aliens now, they don't have Biobomb. They need to react quickly, or otherwise this game is going to scoot away from them.
Should probably start putting infestation around north tunnels just to help slow those arcs up, to give them some extra time to get Biobomb up. You can see the gorge upgrade started.
Yeah, so they know it's coming.
Ah, look, here comes the infestation now. There we go.
Say it, Rage.
It's like they can read my mind.
Clairvoyant. And this Marine pack, 4 Marines now in repair, and they're going to see this hive. They're going to try to take it out. Fade's desperately coming in to try to react to this. Kartosha going away on very little percentage health there. Marines comfortably holding this room with shotguns and weapons too. This hive looks to go down.
That will be it.
Not up in time. And the arc's getting rolled out in hub, so we will be seeing warehouse being arced quite soon. How long do you give it, Rage? 2 minutes? 3 minutes?
I'll give him 3 minutes because there's infestation there. And you watch these arcs, how slow they go this infestation.
I reckon you could push the arcs faster than they move. Like, it is ridiculous how slow they go on infestation.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than waiting for arcs to speed up over or travel across infestation when you know that the alien's just ready to storm your position.
Yeah, and you'd think in the 24th century you'd have something a little bit faster than maybe I don't even know what the equivalent would be.
A hover arc, that's what they need. They can build phase gates, but they can't build hover arcs, are you kidding?
That's the future, man. Just gotta roll with it.
And this is going to be game for them all. Biobomb is up though, so...
Yeah, and Mottman desperately trying to find those arcs and get the Biobomb.
Oh, Mottman.
Mazza goes up to his face and says, "Nuh-uh."
And that's game. If the Marines stick together and hump each other and stay close, they'll be right.
They do have a gorge tunnel up to server, but unfortunately not enough res to drop that server room hive. Not that it would matter with the way that Raze are playing at the moment. Biobomb's desperately trying to get these arcs down. They are going down 20% now.
Wow.
Wow. And a desperate attempt to defend there does succeed. The hive is on 30%. We may just...
Someone needs to jump into the chair and drop server room. Get a sneaky hive up while they're too busy.
Absolutely. And did we see any ink cloud there, Rage? I don't think we did.
I didn't see any, no.
No, the shade was there, so it was interesting that they didn't elect to use that ink cloud.
Well, their commander was out and bowling, so...
Right.
They only have a shift hive as well.
Oh, that is true. You do need the shade hive to activate ink. Thank you, Seb.
At least we have someone who knows what they're talking about here.
That's right.
Oh, great, now I've got to listen to Sidewinder rage at me on Steam about that.
He's a very passionate commander. So we do have Marines now pushing into Mez. The Mez face gate has gone down. Kartoshka going down to top Marine there in Mezzanine from a shotgun. Protolab down now and shipping. Could be seeing jetpacks quite soon. That hive is on 44%, so they haven't really healed it too much in warehouse.
They should just drop repair, get a hive growing down there. They won't even know it's there.
Yeah, especially since that server room is, the tunnel's gone now and the phase gate's going up in there. These aliens running out of options, desperately trying to bar bomb, get some sentries down on hub. The gorge does go down. A couple of sentries did get destroyed.
And the battery was quite low too. Just got a hub chilling out in the middle of Arc there. Looks like just waiting to push up with his mates to go into North Tunnels again.
Yep. And you just get the feeling like these aliens are kind of just delaying the inevitable at the moment.
2 arcs now, so... Oh, there's top Marine there. See, they drew attention to repair by biting on the res there. If they would have left it, they wouldn't have gone in there. But as you said before, they're only delaying the inevitable, so...
Yeah. And you just get the feeling that possibly a base rush is the only thing that will do some damage to this Marine team. They are in such a comfortable position. They'll probably get maybe 4 or 5 arcs out now.
Lucas
trying to take the impact in repair.
Lucas just needs to drop another ghost chair somewhere just in case that does happen, because nothing worse than being in a dominant position and losing to a base rush.
Absolutely, especially when they do the base run. You try to drop a chair somewhere else, and all of a sudden the alien commanders put a drifter on that tech point, and you're wondering, why can't I drop it? Is the game bugged?
Or they do drop a ghost chair, then all of a sudden there's a drifter 5 meters away and runs over it.
Yeah. So
Look at those
now,
arcs.
that's right, these arcs. Looks like we've got 3. I count 3 at the moment.
Build structure and waypoint.
I'm unsure why Raze aren't just putting the pressure on in warehouse. I mean, that hive is still on 60%. It's lost a lot of damage. They have the weapons upgrades for this. They are waiting for the jetpacks possibly to go in. And
Oh, looks like there's a drifter. We're going to see repair being dropped and a base rush as well. They're all on so low health, they're not going to be able to do anything.
Oh, Top Marine's going to be able to clean up here as well as Mazza. They're going to drop like flies. No Marine deaths. That's 4 aliens down. And these arcs are rolling up through North Tunnels now. They are on by themselves, but Top Marine now coming with jetpack and shotgun.
I mean, and what's that Fagan do? He'd spend 10 minutes swiping at those arcs, trying to get rid of them.
Pretty much. Fades do very little damage to undeployed arcs.
Alright, so arcs v warehouse round 2.
Let's see what happens now. Oh look, they're healing the hives. So we do have the Onos out.
Onos!
But they have jetpacks, so Onos is going to need all the help he can get against these jetpacks. Look at him!
Oh, wow!
3 or 4 shots in the face. He's down to 28%. Kartoshka desperately trying to get out of the gorge. And this hive has to go down here, you have to think.
And it seems that the Onos is just playing a distraction and allowing the gorge to come in, which is a good ploy actually. We'll just get rid of 2 arcs quite easily.
Yeah, 2 arcs down. Surely they should just, you know, rush into this hive with their jetpacks. And
They should chase the
Ionos.
Moy now. Maz has got the right idea, just no one else followed him.
Yeah, Raze playing very passively here. They're trying to arc this hive on with one arc, whilst Gorges and Crags heal the hive.
Yeah, good luck with that. One arc's not enough.
We do have another arc or two being built at the road.
Damn,
They should
I
just shoot
didn't-
this. Here we go.
I didn't see him drop repair. I missed it.
Yeah, repair 30% grown, so it only just dropped recently.
And he
Now-
scans it. Face rush again. And the scan's following him.
So Lucas, in knowing exactly where the Zimoy is as the Onos.
So the Onos will stay here till death now.
What's he going to go for?
The arms lab.
The arms lab?
Must be a
Interesting
very
move there.
tasty item.
They love that arms lab, 33%. Meanwhile, repair down to 1%, and that should be the round.
But they finally got the arms lab though.
The moral victory. So there you go, folks. Looks like it is a 1-1, 1 to Raze, and 1-2 Team X. Both winning their Marines rounds pretty convincingly, I thought, Rage.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that arc strat just blew Raze out of the water. They didn't know what to do, so it's something that Raze will need to go work on as a counter for that.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a lightning pace in that initial round. 5 minutes 30, I believe the game finished in. Team X doing something we haven't seen in the NS comp scene for a while, electing to go early phase gates and quick arcs on TRAM, which is just so effective. But, you know, Raze showing in that second round that they can do their own strat on TRAM just as well and control the map and really show X that, you know, they mean business too.
What's it? Well, they just had superior shooters and they basically waited till the mid game before they got arcs.
Indeed. Well, that's that match for tonight. Thanks for watching, folks. We will be playing another match tonight at 9 PM. However, we can't actually live stream it because Seb and I, our clans, will be versing each other. So there will
And
be
I will actually be recording that one and uploading it to my YouTube channel.
Exactly. So there will be a delayed broadcast. You will be able to watch that on Rage's YouTube channel. We will have links for that pretty soon, and we'll also link it on the main league portion of the AUSNS2 website. So thanks for watching, folks, and thanks for joining us, Rage Nation. It's been a pleasure.
No worries. It was a pleasure.
And we'll see you soon, folks.